back on the video. Yesterday was a short video. I wasn't feeling good. Today I feel a little bit better. So yeah, we're going to the field. We're gonna probably be getting interviewed. We're going to the field because we're gonna talk about all our needles. Because one of my teammates, I'm telling you, he got stabbed by one in his leg. So yeah, see you at the field.
Peace, young man, or his dad. But I know the city's not stepping up for these kids. And I belong to a culture, to a certain association that we don't believe in abuse of children. Because if I see one, I would take a chance, either put my life on the line or cause someone injury. But you're not going to abuse the children and elderly around me. And this is abuse, what the city government is doing. Mentally, is an abuse. You don't treat kids this way when they're screaming out to you for help. You don't treat a city worker, a community work activist the way you do. But you just shut them out of things. You know, you right now in this park, you got all kind of activists, all kind of races. And we're only screaming for one thing. Let the kids play. You ever watch the baseball movie, Let Them Play? When they took over some baseball park, I forgot the name of the movie. Everybody shot in the stand said, let them play. I wish everybody saw today, let them play.
What are you hoping to see from the mayor today? Or you got the message?
Well, no, because it's been going on for way before I started doing this. Way before my time, this has been going on from my understanding. It's a round table, roundabout, as I told them in City Hall last Friday. Shut the blinds of City Hall. Shut the curtains. Because what y'all talking about in City Hall does not leave these halls. We don't see it. But you go to Mass and Cass, nice and clean. Go to Aiken Street. It's a chess game. She made her move, now we make ours. But like I said, you got parents. You got a next drug dealer from the same neighborhood with proof.
The news needs to start telling the real story. The news know that the city promised that when they moved the people out of Mass and Cass, the city said we'll pay the majority of your rent. They put people up all over the city. There's one woman that I spoke with. The city hasn't been paying the money. So these people that were moved off of Mass and Cass, they're facing eviction. They pay part of their rent through their Social Security, the benefits they get. The city hasn't been paying the rent that they said they were going to pay. And almost a year that she's been in office, what has she done for the people at Mass and Cass? Nothing, except shuffle them around like they're pawns. That's how she sees them. She's made promises she hasn't kept. These are human lives. They have families. And she's handcuffing law enforcement from doing anything too. I also was told a story yesterday. A woman was buying drugs down at the McDonald's. She got attacked. She had a pepper spray her attacker. It was in view of some law enforcement agencies. I'm not sure which ones. And nothing was done. I mean, something needs to be done. She has the power, she made the promises, she's not keeping it.
Channel 5, what you want to see with yourself?
So, obviously, it's a play on words, right? Needles. There's needles. We came down here, a bunch of us, in this park. That's what this photo is from Clifford Park. You can see some of the quality of it. Human excrement. Okay, kids play. You know, everyone wants to wonder why we're having an uptick in violence, but when kids don't have stability, it's no wonder that they're not keeping up. They're on a flat. Because it's all a show. Nothing's actually.
Well, the new Mafia's in town. They're not here when the kids are playing. They're not here when the kids are being pricked. They can't even knock them down. Their own officer for being pricked.
That was August. August. It was dated for my release. hour before you can even play picking up needles. Tell them. You tell them.
Don't be scared, Pick, and speak up.
Look at his face. Go on the other side.
Don't put your mask on.
Okay, guys. Number for battle.
Humboldt Avenue. Canyon. Okay. How you doing? Right. You see where I'm at now, right?
Don't be shy, Angel. Speak your piece.
Speak up, speak loud, be obnoxious. It's your park, not theirs. Tell them you want 17 officers here when you practice football. And not bust my butt over music.
What up, bro?
But I care.
You?
And
Hey, Angel.
Yeah.
Good job, Angel.
Eye contact, Angel.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes.
A lot of time in this park. How do you feel when you first come into the park? Are you a little worried about anything?
Michelle, you're trash!
Yeah, vultures come out with it.
People are nice! Ooh, you're trash!
Sound check. Can everyone hear us like this? Okay, sound. Okay. Come up, Rep, if you want to come up. I see you. And any counselors who want to join too. Thank you so much for being here. And Counselor Flaherty too, if you want to come up.
There should be 13 counselors here.
Look, we are in a park that belongs to the people of Boston, and that we have been working extremely hard to try to make sure we are making improvements every day. I'm standing here with a group of the most committed and dedicated individuals who have been working day in and day out to ensure that our city continues to make progress in what can feel like an intractable situation that we are facing in cities across the country. Some of the leaders who are here today and we will hear from shortly are Director Tanya Del Rio, Director of our Coordinated Response Team, Executive Director Dr. Basola Ojikutu, who runs the Boston Public Health Commission, our Boston Police Commissioner, Michael Cox, Sheila Dillon, our Chief of the Office of Housing, Superintendent of Street Operations, Mike Broll, and Commissioner of Parks and Recreation, Ryan Woods. We're also joined by our partner who is basically a city, think of her as a city staff leader almost, who's doing so much in partnership and advocating for the community and the businesses, Executive Director of the Newmarket Business Improvement District, Sue Sullivan. We are here at Clifford Park, a space that children and families in Roxbury and across Boston deserve to be able to use to its fullest and to enjoy. As a city, we have a responsibility to care for those living with substance use disorders and mental health challenges, to connect them to services that they need and deserve. And at the same time, we have a responsibility to address the impacts that these challenges have on our communities, our local businesses, our residents, our kids. We must mitigate the public health risks to families, young people, and residents of all ages who deserve parks, playgrounds, streets, and sidewalks that are safe and clean in every part of Boston. So today, we're going to provide some updates on steps that this team has been working hard to deliver on all of those fronts, and to share a little bit of my thoughts about now that we are here, what we have learned over the last 10 months and what we need moving forward from the state and from other partners in addition. Yesterday morning, thanks to members of our Transportation Department, Department of Public Works, Police Department, Public Health Commission, Office of Housing, our Coordinated Response Team, and Newmarket Bid, we helped shift residents from Southampton Street to Atkinson Street to improve public safety, to get off a busier road. For anyone who has driven through that area or walked nearby, it's been clear for some time now how dangerous this is for both the drivers and pedestrians alike to have groups of people congregating in or near the street. And we saw yesterday the same type of work that happened yesterday is the work that has been happening for months, multiple times a week, of ensuring deep cleaning and basic sanitation to mitigate some of the impacts of what we are experiencing. It's hard to stand here and talk to you all about how much progress that we've made when I know it still feels like the city is bearing so much and so visibly shaken and affected by the depth of substance use disorder and mental health and homelessness that we are still struggling to meet the demand to serve those tents and in the surrounding community. And over the last few months, really starting with a housing surge that resulted in removal of encampments in January, there's been an ongoing effort every single day to prevent that type of deeply fortified rows of entrenched encampments from reemerging in the city, while centering the people at the heart of this crisis and the services that are necessary. Earlier this month, we worked to, in partnership with our community partners, to open up 2 new low-threshold Boston Public Health Commission daytime centers. These are spaces where unhoused residents can escape the cold, get hot meals, and work with our teams to explore housing and other service options during the day. They're also helping decentralize the services that we're providing in the area of each one of our team members in doing this, knowing which streets, which locations need a little bit of extra care just to make sure that we can help mitigate these impacts. Our teams have collected more than 200,000 syringes since January, and that's not even counting what community members have been doing it in terms of coordinated efforts. And we've seen the number of 311 service requests for needle pickups decrease because of the routine cleanings that are now scheduled for areas just like here in Clifford Park. So far, we've managed to prevent the reestablishment of a permanent fortified encampment at Mass Ave and Melnia Cass Boulevard. And more importantly, since January, we've connected nearly 400 people to low threshold housing and secured permanent housing for 65 people. I'm so proud that all our city departments have done in collaboration with Newmarket, with the Newmarket bid and our communities, to prioritize creating safe environments for our residents to access critical services. While these improvements and investments are worth celebrating and highlighting, I would just ask that we could share some information with the public and get these details out to have a transparency about what we're doing. And there's a lot of noise, but I want to be able to share some of the information that we have been working on. As we prepare for the colder weather,
and nothing being seen, Miss Wu. You're sitting there for the last couple of minutes talking numbers, and
respectfully, sir, okay. I will engage with you after this, but we need to get through this information so that everyone in the community can understand. Thank you so much for being here. I respect and appreciate your passion. As we prepare for the colder weather, we will be helping our shelter partners expand capacity because we know the winter is coming.
That's why I stay.
And we're doubling down on recruiting more BPHC case managers to reduce bottlenecks in residents receiving the critical care that they need.
We go buck wild. Yeah, I can't be,
We have also seen the limits of our capacity as a city. We know that in this area, we are receiving people from across New England. In the months ahead,
respect their First Amendment rights. 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 Respect our 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 First Amendment rights. Domingo's nothing. Respect our First Amendment rights. Respect our First Amendment rights.
Domingos,
I don't appreciate it. Don't come here and sell us the BS. You still haven't visited the kid that got pricked a week ago. A week ago, you still haven't visited him. First Amendment rights. Respect our 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 First Amendment rights. Respect my First Amendment rights. Respect my First Amendment rights.
I need folks who are coming in from all across the state and the region. The city has created nearly 200 low scale of support that would allow us to truly address this regional crisis.
200 units, 65 house. Where's the rest?
$13 million.
We are going to
You give a baseball contract?
and walk to the side. So thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you letting us.
What's your definition of a tent?
You know better than that. If you don't do your job, they'll fire you. Correct?
We who live
She can't do her job. She has to leave.
Everybody else
Hey, Miss Lou. Miss Lou, we got a real community guy looking for you.
Will. Words matter. Words matter, Will. Words matter. Exercise your
Actions
First
matter.
Amendment right.
She ignored the little
Exercise your
kid.
First Amendment. Do
She
you like
ignored
that?
the little kid
Of course she's going to
because she
ignore
spoke to the press about numbers. That's all they do. Is talk to the press about numbers. Hey, Miss Wu, you didn't bring him, you didn't speak to him on the press, right? You didn't speak to this victim, right? You couldn't put this victim up. He is a victim. His friend got quote, that's his dad. You speak to them. Don't give us numbers, and I do apologize. But don't give us numbers, because Mayor Walsh has been giving
You
us
can ignore
numbers.
my messages all you
Okay,
like.
do
It's
some
fine with me.
action. I'm an
Andrew,
ex-drug dealer in the same neighborhood, Miss Wu. He's a coach. Okay?
I'm
We're
not a community
asking.
member. We're not from the community.
We're asking.
We don't have ties.
Mr. Clark knows me from the late 80s. I have no fear of police in their headless mentality, okay? But I do respect you, and I want you to hear us out.
Right. The state's only
Numbers
going
ain't
to
doing
issue
nothing for us,
harassment
man.
orders. State's
Numbers
not
ain't
going
doing
to do
nothing for
nothing.
us.
Governor's just going to give out more harassment orders.
That's beautiful over there.
Do you feel safe in the park? What can be done?
They'd still be there right now. And there'd be more coming.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are literally on our way to the house. A long and productive day. You guys comment below and let me know what you guys think. If you guys live in the city of Boston, comment below and let me know what's your opinion on what you've seen on this video today. Let your voice be heard. Alright? But anyways, with that being said, my son Angel, my son Junior, with my other kids, my wife and myself, we out. Peace.